Welcome. Welcome to Fredonia's 2016 commencement. Please stand while Lucille Horn, who is graduating this morning with the Bachelor of Music degree in Vocal Performance, leads us in the Star-Spangled Banner. Please remain standing after the anthem while Brendan Orr, who is receiving a Bachelor of Science degree in Communication, Public Relations, cum laude, reads this morning's open reflection.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets went there, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
As we gather today to celebrate our achievements, let us take a moment to reflect and be thankful. We are grateful for those who are here to share this celebration with us, and we remember those who cannot be here but are in our hearts. We and our families have dreamed of this day for years and have worked hard to reach this point. To put on this traditional cap and gown, we have had to prove ourselves academically, dedicate countless hours to study and practice, and learn many of the life lessons that come with discovering ourselves and finding our way. Much of the work of getting here we did on our own, each of us facing different versions of hardships and challenges along the way. Today, we share pride in knowing that we have reached a milestone in life. The support of others has made this day possible. So, with gratitude, we reflect on the family members and friends who have supported us in many ways on this journey. And we remember the faculty and staff at Fredonia who have shaped our lives, developed our minds, and prepared us for all that is ahead. Fredonia has been our home. It is where we've made lifelong friendships and memories of watching the trees turn gold, trudging through blizzard-like conditions, and seeing the campus finally come alive with blossoms. Our days have been filled with music floating from the Mason Hall practice rooms and the Fredonia radio system speakers. Our nights were often in Reed Library, hunkered down over tough assignments. In Rockefeller Arts Center, working on or watching performances and exhibitions. In the labs of the Science Center, or practicing and competing in Steele Hall. Much of what we remember today are the moments. Staying up late talking to friends, working together on service projects, and completing each of the little steps that have led us to this day. Class of 2016, this is our day to reflect and celebrate.
Please be seated. Thank you, Lucille and Brendan. Thank you as well to Dr. Paula Holcomb and the Wind Ensemble for enriching this morning's service with your music. Platform guests, relatives and friends, faculty and staff, and members of the 2016 graduating class. Today is indeed a special day. For you graduates and your families, today's commencement represents the culmination of many years of diligence and effort. Whether you came here from across New York or around the world, Fredonia has been, I hope, a place of welcome and challenge. In your studies and your friendships, your explorations and your successes, you've been challenged and learned about yourself, your field of study, and the world. The international flags hanging along the top of our arena represent the countries of Fredonia graduates and faculty in attendance today. These flags remind us of the global connections we have as an institution and the hope we have for today's graduates to be forces for good in the world. Graduates, the Fredonia campus community has come to know you. We've seen you in the dining halls, in the library and laboratories, in classes, in student activities and athletics, in your roles as leaders on campus and beyond. Faculty and staff have worked to help you find your voice and your passion, and to develop your independence in thinking and responsible action. From this point, it's up to you to show what Fredonians can do. Your employers, your communities, your families will see that you are skilled, creative, connected, and responsible. We're counting on you to use all you've learned, to continue to learn as new questions and technologies arise, and to represent your alma mater proudly in all you do. In a recent study, Fredonia's regional economic impact, which includes all of Chautauqua, Erie, and Cattaraugus counties, exceeded $204 million annually, while statewide, our impact surpassed $330 million. But our greatest contribution to this region and to the state is you. The example of your lives is the best advocacy for a Fredonia education, and we count on you to assist those who will follow you. With continued hard work, you will be successful in your professions and in your lives. As you advance in your careers, please help us continue to recruit the best students, to build the network of successful alumni who can connect with students and programs. Share your story with those who are skeptical about the value of higher education, and offer financial support for future students in this university, as others have done for you. We're counting on you to make a difference. I will miss you, class of 2016 undergraduate and graduate students, but I look forward to seeing what impressive accomplishments you will have in the years ahead, and I hope you'll carry the spirit of Fredonia with you, not as a memory, but as an important part of yourself as you leave here. Graduates, today we are here to honor you, but you know that many individuals have helped you along the way. Parents, grandparents, siblings, spouses and partners, other relatives, friends, and teachers have supported you in many ways on the path to today's celebration. Graduates, I'd like you to take a moment, stand, wave to your people in the stands, and express your gratitude to those relatives and friends. And those of you in the audience who are so proud of today's graduates, please join me in expressing enthusiasm for their accomplishments. You may be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce the members of this morning's platform party, who will stand as their names are called. Please hold your applause until the entire platform is introduced. Dr. Christine Givner, Dean of the College of Education. Dr. Greg Gibbs, President of the Fredonia Alumni Association Board of Directors. Dr. Rob Deemer, Chair of the Fredonia University Senate and Associate Professor and Head of Music Composition in the School of Music. Jason Burgos, President of the Student Association and Student Representative to the Fredonia College Council. He's one of this afternoon's degree candidates. Dr. Roger Byrne, Interim Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. Cynthia Alstrom, Member of the College Council. Dr. Russell Beaujolais, Dean of the School of Business. Dr. William Borner, Chief Diversity Officer and Director of the Office of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. Dr. Ralph Blasting, Dean of the College of Visual and Performing Arts. Dr. Lisa Hunter, Associate Provost for Curriculum, Assessment, and Academic Support. Stephen Keefe, member of the Fredonia College Council. Kevin Seitz, Interim Vice President for Finance and Administration. Dr. Clark Zlachu, Distinguished Teaching Professor in the Department of World Languages and Cultures, and today's official mace bearer. Deborah Horns-Dahura, a member of the Fredonia Class of 1975, past chair of the Fredonia College Foundation Board of Directors, and proud aunt of Lucille Horn, who sang the national anthem. Betty Gossett, Interim Vice President for University Advancement. Timothy Bausch, Graduate Student Reflection Speaker and one of this morning's degree candidates. Brendan Orr, Undergraduate Student Reflection Speaker and one of this morning's degree candidates. Russell Dietrich, Jr., member of the Fredonia College Council. Dr. Kevin Kearns, Vice President for Engagement and Economic Development. Dr. David Herman, Vice President for Student Affairs. Dr. Judy Horowitz, Associate Provost for Graduate Studies, Sponsored Research, and Faculty Development. Stephanie Willis, Senior Class President and one of this morning's graduates. Julianne Foster, recipient of the Lanford Presidential Prize and one of this morning's graduates. Judy Kuhn, candidate this morning for the Honorary Doctor of Fine Arts degree. The Honorable Frank Pagano, Chair of the Fredonia College Council, and our keynote speaker, Fredonia alumnus, Dr. Jeffrey Kelly. Thank you to all members of the Platform Party for being part of this celebration. Today's ceremony is a collaboration among many hardworking support staff, cheerful volunteers from across campus, and the Commencement Committee, chaired by Mr. Michael Lemire. Thank you to all who have worked collectively to make this celebration a special day for graduating students and their families and friends. Thank you also to this morning's faculty marshals, Associate Professor Samantha Kenny and Professor Paul Makovic of the Department of Theater and Dance. Stand. Interim Associate Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences and Interim Director of Undergraduate Interdisciplinary Studies and a faculty member in the Department of World Languages and Literature, Dr. Carmen Rivera, and Lecturer Raymond Rushbolt of the Department of Politics and International Affairs, today's marshals. Also, please join me in recognizing these graduating student marshals who are honored for their academic achievement and service to Fredonia. And please stand as I say your name. Emily G. Barber, Caitlin A. Deschard, Chaley M. Feist, who's also a recipient of the 2016 SUNY Chancellor's Award for Student Excellence, Sarah Fuller, Amara L. May, and Colin McCulhay. Please stand and be recognized. This morning's sign language interpreter is Janelle Kruger. Thank you. And thank you as well to those who are coordinating today's live streaming video and television broadcast in the Ice Arena and in the Dunkirk, Fredonia area. Frank Pagano of Fredonia, who was appointed by then-Governor David Patterson in 2009 to a 7-year term as a member and chair of the Fredonia College Council, will now give greetings on behalf of the Council. Mr. Pagano started his career in banking, then served as president of MPJ Enterprises, a real estate development and management company. In 1986, he was recognized by the Fredonia Business Club as Business Person of the Year. He also served as chairman of the Chautauqua County Industrial Development Agency. Mr. Pagano served 3 consecutive terms as mayor of the village of Fredonia from 1995 to 2007, during which time the village was chosen by Business First as the best community in Western New York. In 2005, he was elected to serve a 1-year term as president of the New York State Conference of Mayors. And in 2006, then Mayor Pagano was listed in the congressional record by Congressman Brian Higgins for his outstanding contribution to New York Conference of Mayors. Giving greetings on behalf of the Fredonia College Council, Chair Frank Pagano.
Good morning. President Horvath, College Council members, administrators, faculty, alumni, parents, guests, and members of the class of 2016. I'm honored to welcome you to Fredonia's 189th graduation ceremony. I'd like to give a special Fredonia welcome to our keynote speaker, Dr. Jeffrey Kelly, and to Judy Kuhn, today's recipient of the Honorary Doctor of Fine Arts degree. Welcome. It's remarkable to think that the past 4 years at Fredonia are coming to a close. Let's take a moment to think about the journey you have taken together. It's been one of twists and turns, marked by countless challenges, whether they be academic, athletic, artistic, or personal. It's a wonderful achievement for each of you to have made it to this day, and we are proud to share the moment with you. But you have not made this journey by your own efforts. I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the people who have traveled with you, because the truth is, none of you would have made it to commencement without them. Your families are here today to support you, as they always have. Your professors, too, are with you today. The distinguished faculty and their dedication to students is a hallmark of Fredonia's tradition of excellence. Through their efforts and with the support of your fellow students, you have survived the past 4 years. But more than survive, you have thrived at this university. More than just completing your studies, you have become an integral part of the Fredonia community. You clinched athletic championships, starred in fantastic theatrical productions, and put in countless hours of community service. Looking around at this gathering, you can pick out the faces of friends who have been with you through the best and the worst of times. People who will be your long-life friends thanks to your shared experience at Fredonia. Just remember one thing, that the degree you receive today is really just your learner's permit for the rest of the drive through life. You can't exchange your degree for cash, and your degree can't interview for you. You can't eat it, and you can't make love to it. To be successful, you don't have to be smarter than the next person. All you have to do is be willing to work harder than the next person. Remember, the only place that success comes before work is in the dictionary. In closing, I'd like to share with you a quotation from Amy Poehler, who recently told a Harvard class, "Even though as a class you are smart, you are allowed to say, 'I don't know.' Just because you are in high demand, you are still allowed to say, 'Let me get back to you.' This will come in handy when your parents ask when you plan to move out of the basement and you answer, 'I don't know, let me get back to you.'" Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Pagano, for your welcome, your unwavering support of this institution, and your encouragement to the graduates and campus community. This year's graduating class exhibits the best of Fredonia's traditions, its spirit, and its future. Members of the class have developed their skills and brought pride and distinction to the university in many ways. They've also applied their knowledge off campus through internships, service learning, and clinical field placements. Representing the graduating class is Senior Class President Stephanie Willis from Queensbury, New York. Stephanie will graduate this morning with a Bachelor of Science degree in Communication, Public Relations, magna cum laude. Her resume of campus activities and involvement is diverse and impressive. She has served as a student manager in the Office of Campus Life since fall 2014, and she was an intern for the office this spring, helping to create promotional materials. In addition, she completed internships at the Fredonia Technology Incubator and the Career Development Office, helping to create communication and marketing tools. She was a research intern with the Office of Admissions, and she served as a student orientation leader for incoming first-year and transfer students. Her passion for photography includes freelance work and serving as staff photographer for the Leader student newspaper. As co-president of Colleges Against Cancer this year, Stephanie's dedication to Relay for Life led to highly successful events, including an inspiring video shown during this year's Luminaria ceremony. Her leadership ability was also demonstrated through key roles with Spectrum, the Student Association, and the Senior Challenge Committee. She also found time to explore another creative outlet as a member, vice president, and business manager of Some Like It Hot, one of Fredonia's a cappella singing groups. Other groups benefiting from her energy included the University Senate, the President's Student Cabinet, the Student Opera Theater Association, Business Club, and American Marketing Association. Stephanie was named to Alpha Lambda Delta First Year Student Honor Society and was tapped as its outstanding senior, the Alma Mater Society, Fredonia's top non-academic honor, and Lambda Pi Eta, the National Honor Society in Communication. Her plans include returning home to the Adirondacks, where she will manage a resort and restaurant on Lake George, also serving as the principal public relations and marketing director and banquet coordinator. She plans to apply for graduate studies in higher education student affairs. Joining Stephanie this morning are her dad, Jeremy Willis, sister Morgan Willis, grandparents Glenn and Mary Skaggs and Frank Duncan, aunts and uncles Melissa Cook and Barbara, Ron, and Ken Willis, and cousins. May I ask all of you to stand and be recognized, please? Members of Stephanie's family. And now it is my great pleasure to present Senior Class President Stephanie Willis.
Good morning. I would like to extend a personal welcome to our distinguished faculty and staff, our supportive family and friends, and most importantly to each and every person before me in the class of 2016. It is my greatest honor to be standing here today as president of our graduating class. And this is something I never thought would happen 4 years ago. Our class has come together in ways that have been unmatched by every class before us, raising over $17,000 for the biggest class gift in Fredonia's history. Yeah, it works the wrong class. This class gift is an outdoor pavilion stage, which you will see after the ceremony today in Dodds Grove. On behalf of the class of 2016, I would like to invite President Horvath to the podium to receive our gift to the campus. And while I don't actually have the stage here to give her, we have memorialized our gift with a nice high-quality image. That picture wasn't posed. Okay. Our class gift was a product of conversations between Dr. Horvath, myself, and our Senior Challenge Committee. Being president of Spectrum Entertainment and working with Some Like It Hot, all-female a cappella, working with all the groups in the Student Association, and doing photos for the School of Music and the Department of Theater and Dance proved to me one thing. There's so much significance in performing. It is our hope that this gift will exemplify creativity and opportunity. Fredonia is a place where everyone gets the chance to create. And we have left behind a permanent space for our future generations to build their own legacy. I want to take a moment to honor those who have been instrumental in making our gift possible. To the thunderous applause of our supporters in the bleachers, I would like to invite everyone who had a donation of $20.16 or more made in their name to please stand at this time. Thank you for being part of our history. In addition, I want to take a moment to acknowledge the members of our Senior Challenge Committee. These 18 outstanding individuals were the driving force to make not only our class gift possible, but all of the events along the way to celebrate our accomplishments here. Let's give them a round of applause for their dedication to our class. Today, we reflect on all of the amazing opportunities that Fredonia has provided for us and look towards limitless futures. Through photography, I've been able to capture so many amazing moments here, with so much of my time spent looking through the viewfinder of my camera. You may instead recognize me by my alias, Steph Photos, which is more like my real name because I don't think anyone actually calls me my real name anymore. When I begin to picture my time here at Fredonia, the memories come back like a video montage of my greatest experiences. I picture the moving crew asking me how many bricks were packed in my totes as they carried them up to the 3rd floor of Alumni Hall. And those nervous and exciting moments after my family had driven away and I was truly on my own here. I pictured the November snowstorm, and while it was a lot of snow, I saw the amazing ways that this community came together to help a couple poor college kids get out of their driveway. I picture students lounging on the grass and throwing frisbees on the quads when the sun comes out. I picture the line out the door when Zoni's first opened downtown, and the same line we made across campus for Dinosaur Barbecue. Because if I've learned one thing here, it is that Fredonians are incredibly passionate about good food. Myself included. While I know this is not my Grammy acceptance speech yet, there are so many people that I would like to thank to make these moments possible. First and foremost, thank you to my father, who's here today. He has been in the audience of all of the greatest memories of my life, including 7 years of all-county orchestra. Yeah. Your support and unyielding love has pushed me to grow and always achieve more, and I would not be the person I am today or standing here today without your influence. Thank you to Morgan, my little sister, for keeping me updated on all the cool hashtags and proving to me every day how much you can love someone. Thank you to my grandparents, aunts, uncles, friends, housemates, and all those who traveled so far to be here and support this special time. Thank you to Mike Lemieux and the entire commencement committee and all the volunteers who are out there right now making this possible, including 2 amazing women who inspire me every day, Jennifer Wilkins and Rachel LaPaglia. Thank you to Kathy Karras and Patty Feraldi, who advised our class for this entire semester, actually the entire year. They had no idea what they were getting into when I was elected into this role. Thank you to the members of the Platform Party, especially Dr. David Herman, who will retire this year. You selflessly have given so much to the students of Fredonia, myself included, and it's been a privilege to work with you. And we'll really appreciate you. Above all, thank you to each and every person before me in the class. A new initiative of our Senior Challenge Committee was featuring students on our Fred Last Facebook page. We would interview those who donated to the gift in their favorite places on campus so we could share a little piece of their story. You may have seen those today on the screens. Every time I walked away from one of these interviews, I felt humbled, gratified, and that my perceptions of Fredonia were changing, and only for the better. I ended up in some of the craziest places on campus, like the reed-making room in Mason, the welding studio, an exercise science lab in our new science center, and even the costume storage shop in Rockefeller. Thank you for letting us into your little piece of Fredonia. There aren't enough words or lines on a resume to detail the accomplishments and successes in this room. We have all walked in here with a different story, but we will leave unified as a strong class of Fredonia alumni. This unity is what has inspired so much of my time here. I think of those who came before me in our student association and those who will precede me in their commitments to enhancing our student experience. I think of the ways that we have represented our school at national and international performance and research competitions, and even a personal favorite when our college choir took the stage at Carnegie Hall. I think of 4 years of Relay for Life, where we came together to collectively raise over $100,000 for cancer research and prevention. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. We have so much to be proud of. The cliche is to talk about the ways that time moves so fast. I measured my time in the amount of meal points I had left, so I should have graduated a month ago. Yesterday, we were students. Today, we are graduates. And tomorrow, we are alumni. It's amazing how somewhere along this journey, 2 empty cups of coffee and a few hours of sleep have turned into a cap and a gown. How our first activities night turned into our last e-board meeting. The friends that we made at orientation became our housemates. The hours spent at the library turned into a degree. And our first steps on campus become our last steps across this stage today. How lucky are we to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard? I will forever be grateful for the time I have had in Fredonia and for all of the people who have played a role in this experience. If I were to leave our class with any words of advice, it would be the same words that are on my cap today. Wherever you go, go with all of your heart. To the class of 2016, thank you.
Thank you, class of 2016, for your generous and lasting gift. Thank you, Stephanie, for those heartfelt remarks and for your years of service and leadership. You have quietly, strongly made such a difference here in so many ways. In recognition of your success and in thanks for all you have done here, I would like to present you with a memento of your time as class president. Could you come forward again? Throughout this year, and especially in your role of coordinating the Fred Last interviews and photo shoots, you have shared the gift of your viewfinder, showing Fredonia's students, events, and the campus in remarkable light. As a reminder of your own gifts and the gifts of the class of 2016, this crystal camera carries with it the best wishes of your alma mater, with hopes that throughout your life, whenever you see it, you'll remember this day as one brilliant snapshot of your success. I admire you, and I have confidence in your photography, your ability to organize people, and your good, caring heart. Stephanie, be well. Live your dreams. Be happy. And now, the Fredonia Chamber Choir, under the direction of Dr. Gerald Gray, will sing To You, with music by Fredonia alumnus Dr. Sean Doyle and text by Langston Hughes.
To sit and dream, to sit and read, to sit and learn about the world, to sit and dream, to sit and read, to sit and learn about the world, as I know.
Thank you, Dr. Gray and the Fredonia Chamber Choir for that wonderful performance. And thank you to Fredonia alumnus, Dr. Sean Doyle, who is with us this morning for the beautiful music composition. The Lanford Presidential Prize from the Oscar and Esther Lanford Endowment was established through the Fredonia College Foundation by Dr. and Mrs. Oscar Lanford. The late Dr. Lanford, who served as Fredonia's 9th president from 1961 to 1971, was essentially the builder, both physically and intellectually, of the modern Fredonia campus. This prestigious annual prize is presented to a graduating senior with high academic achievement, who shows balanced accomplishments and who exemplifies Fredonia's ideals. We are honored to have Mrs. Lanford join us this morning. Will you please stand and be recognized? Julianne M. Foster, please approach the lectern. We honor Julianne this morning as the recipient of the Lanford Presidential Prize for her academic excellence, her leadership, and her commitment to the Fredonia community. You can go stay there. From Rochester, New York, Julianne will graduate with a Bachelor of Science degree in Communication, Media Management, summa cum laude, with minors in English and Leadership Studies. Julie has served the campus community as the president of Golden Key International Honor Society, co-coordinator of Fall Sweep in 2015, coordinator of Spark a Change, an intern for the Fred Well program, and a peer mentor for first-year and transition students. A member of the Fredonia cheerleading team, Julianne was a representative on the Student Athletic Advisory Committee. She has participated in Relay for Life, local beach and creek cleanups, and a children's after-school program. She helped to coordinate a book and school supply drive for Books Across Borders. She also served this year as an event coordinator intern with the Northern Chautauqua Community Foundation. Julianne studied English literature in Oxford, England as an international student and was honored with the Arthur Madam Scholarship, the Golden Key Outstanding Junior Award, the Starbucks Student of the Month, and Fredonia's 2016 Scholar Athlete of the Year Award. She is a member of Lambda Pi Eta Communication Honor Society and the Alpha Lambda Delta First Year Student Honor Society. Julie's plans include returning to Rochester and seeking a job in event management. She's also considering graduate school. Joining Julianne today are her parents, Sue and Lou Foster, sister Angela Foster, grandparents Sarah and Tom Main, and Vince Messina, Uncle Paul Messina, and boyfriend Scott Gertner. Will all the members of Julianne's family please stand and be recognized? It is now my distinct pleasure, with Vice President for Student Affairs David Herman, to award the 2016 Lanford Presidential Prize to Julianne M. Foster. Our honorary degree recipient this morning is actress, singer, and teacher Judy Kuhn. A four-time Tony Award nominee, Ms. Kuhn has created a spectrum of memorable roles. Perhaps her most remarkable achievement is her excellence not only in her craft as a singer and actor, but also as a teacher of the next generations of entertainers. In addition to her wide variety of stage roles, she has worked on 5 films, including singing the title role in Disney's animated film, Pocahontas, a crowd favorite. She has appeared on the popular television show Law and Order and in PBS productions, and she recently released her 4th solo album. Fredonia's connection to Ms. Kuhn is special because our students benefited directly from her knowledge and experience during an outstanding masterclass held on our campus in February 2015. Her many accomplishments are summarized in the official citation to be read shortly by Dean of Visual and Performing Arts, Ralph Blasting. Also joining us to celebrate this event are alumnus Chris and Margaret Wittig. Chris is a founder of New Buffalo Productions and was instrumental in bringing Ms. Kuhn to Fredonia for the master class. May I ask them to please stand and be recognized. At this time, may I invite Judy Kuhn and Dean Blasting to the lectern for this special presentation. Dean Blasting, I have the honor to present Judy Kuhn as a candidate for the degree Doctor of Fine Arts, honoris causa.
The SUNY Board of Trustees has approved the following citation. Whereas Judy Kuhn has for decades been renowned in professional theater in New York, London, and beyond, with a reputation for excellence in theatrical and vocal performances and in master classes for young performers, college students, and professionals. Whereas she is a classically trained singer who received the Bachelor of Music degree from the Oberlin Conservatory of Music in 1981, debuted on Broadway in 1985, and was cast in 1987 as Cosette in the American premiere of Les Miserables, earning her first Tony and Drama Desk nominations. Whereas in the dozens of roles she's had over the years, ranging from Broadway to off-Broadway, regional theater to international stage, film and television, she has repeatedly shown her skill as a singer, her complex interpretations of song and character, and her acting ability. Whereas she is currently receiving considerable praise for her performance as Helen in Fun Home, winner of the 2015 Tony Award for Best Musical. Whereas Stephen Holden of the New York Times describes her as the rare singer who can negotiate tricky folk pop lyrics, art songs, and popular standards with equal authority and insight. And Playbill calls her voice simply one of the richest and most exciting instruments around. Whereas she has been actively engaged as a dedicated arts educator, offering master classes such as her Acting the Song workshop at schools of all levels and in professional training venues, and whereas she continues to perform as a singer, recording artist, and actor while remaining committed to helping others in the profession. Whereas she demonstrates remarkable talent that has only deepened over her decades of work, as well as the heart, passion, and generosity to nurture the talent of others, the State University of New York confers the Doctorate of Fine Arts upon Ms. Judy Kuhn.
The faculty of the State University of New York concurring, I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Fine Arts, honoris causa, and invest you with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. In token thereof, I present you with this diploma. Show it. There it is. Tissue. Here it is. And Dean Blasting and I will vest you with the hood appropriate to the degree. Why don't we step over to the vesting?
Wow, that was quite an introduction to live up to. Thank you, President Horvath, for this really extraordinary honor. I will continue to work hard to deserve it, and I will definitely make my husband and daughter call me Dr. Kuhn from now on. It's particularly an honor to receive this from this institution where, as President Horvath mentioned, I had the great privilege of working with some of the theater students here, and I understand a couple of you are out there sitting there as graduates. I send my personal congratulations and well wishes to you. The students all the students I worked with were so open and eager and brave, and it was truly an honor to work with them. I have to say it's a little surreal standing here right now. A week from tomorrow, I'll be sitting out there where all you parents are sitting watching my daughter accept her bachelor's degree. And I know I will be filled, as you all are, with the awe and wonder and pride in what you've all accomplished. Being here also brings me back to the day a long time ago, though still very vivid to me, when I was sitting where you all are, getting ready to accept my own undergraduate degree, and filled, I'm sure, as you are, with the excitement and anticipation and not a little bit of trepidation about what's ahead. So I thought, it's a profound rite of passage. It truly is. And I thought I'd say just a few words to you that I would say to my daughter next week if I was allowed to, but I won't dare. First, I want to share with you something my father said to me. I am the daughter of a former civil rights lawyer who was a very righteous man and taught me the importance of civil engagement and activism, and I always felt that I should follow in his footsteps and do my part to try to change the world, though in my very secret heart, I always wanted to be an actor and a performing artist, and thought somehow that wasn't the right thing to do. So after sort of floundering around for a year or so, my very wise father said to me, "You must do what you love. You must fulfill your own promise and use your own particular gifts, or you will not be able to ever contribute to the world." And I thought that was really good advice, and advice that I've tried to live by. So I say to you, follow your passion. Don't worry about being right and doing what others expect of you. Be true to yourself and do what you love. I'll also share something I've learned in my years out there in the trying to be an adult. Never stop being a student, and know that you're going to find your teachers in places where you may not expect them, not just in the classroom, but in your office or a rehearsal room, in your friends and your colleagues, and someday your children. Be more interested in what others know and have to offer than in what you know or think you know. I find as a teacher, I learn so much from my students. I always teach what I want to learn. Continue to take risks and embrace failure, because I think failure is often the best teacher. But most importantly, take this time in your life to experiment. And while you're worrying about where you're going and how you're going to get there, be on the lookout for opportunities that may present themselves, things that might be unexpected, that when you say yes, they may take you to very fulfilling and surprising places. I look at you and I am really filled with a lot of excitement for you and a little bit of envy that you're at the beginning of your adult life and where so much is possible. So I really want to send you my congratulations on where you've come so far and wish you the best of luck and lots of joy in the adventures ahead. Thank you very much.
Dr. Kuhn, it is an honor to count you as a member of the class of 2016, and I'd like to leave you with a few parting gifts. One you won't take with you, because it's a brick. As you know, we are starting a brick walkway where we can honor anyone from, especially graduates. It's sponsored by the Alumni Association. So there will be a brick engraved with your name that says, Dr. Judy Kuhn, Class of 2016, DFA. So you don't have to take this with you when you leave, but when you come back, you'll be able to see your name on a brick. And something more portable, of course, a Fredonia sweatshirt. Our commencement speaker is Fredonia alumnus and scientist Dr. Jeffrey Kelly, the Lita Annenberg Hazen Professor of Chemistry and Chairman of the Department of Molecular Medicine at the Scripps Research Institute in California. Following his graduation from Fredonia in 1982, Dr. Kelly earned his PhD in chemistry from the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. The focus of Dr. Kelly's research at Scripps is to understand the principles of protein folding and to comprehend how this process goes awry, leading to neurodegenerative diseases. He discovered tafamidis, a first-in-class drug sold by Pfizer to ameliorate peripheral neuropathy. He's a member of the board of directors of public and private companies, 3 of which he founded. Dr. Kelly has been elected to the American Academy of Arts and Sciences, named a Searle Scholar, and received the Royal Society of Chemistry Jeremy Knowles Award. Other honors include the Arthur C. Cope Scholar Award of the American Chemical Society, the DuPont Young Investigator Award from the Protein Society, and the Outstanding Achievement Award from the Fredonia Alumni Association. Dr. Kelly also serves on the Fredonia College Foundation Board of Directors. He established the Kelly Family Scholarship for incoming first-year students and the new Science Center's 120-seat state-of-the-art lecture hall that is named in his family's honor. Graduating senior Philip Franchino received the opportunity of a lifetime as an intern at Scripps last summer, working in the lab of one of Dr. Kelly's collaborators, Dr. Sandra Encalada. The transformative experience in the Scripps lab solidified Phil's decision to apply to doctoral programs. With their recommendation, Phil will be a PhD student in molecular and cell biology at the University of California at Berkeley this fall. I think that deserves applause. Dr. Kelly has earned his alma mater's respect for his many achievements and our gratitude for his generosity in sharing his experience with the next generation of Fredonia scientists and entrepreneurs. I'm honored to extend a warm welcome to Dr. Jeffrey Kelly.
Wow, what a distinguished and good-looking group. Well-dressed, too. To President Horvath, the College Council, faculty and staff, our honorary degree recipient, Judith Kuhn, and especially our graduates, thank you very much for the honor of spending this very special day with you. First and foremost, let us show our enthusiasm for the graduating class of 2016 by way of a big round of applause. Please join me. And to the parents, grandparents, the brothers and sisters, aunts, uncles, family and friends who stood by these graduates, motivated them, sent them care packages, and most importantly, their tuition checks. This is your day too. Graduates, please join me in giving your supporters a huge round of applause. I'm truly delighted to be here today, to be back at my alma mater, where I stood in your shoes more years ago than I care to remember. When I got an email from Professor Horvath, invited me to give this class graduation commencement. Sorry. I accepted it without a moment's notice. But I must say, a few hours later, it hit me. What in the world does a guy who doesn't have a Facebook account, doesn't tweet, doesn't play video games, going to talk about that could be remotely interesting to the newly minted SUNY Fredonia graduates? But after a few hours of fretting, my fear subsided when I realized I couldn't remember anything about what my SUNY Fredonia commencement speaker said. Honestly, not one thing. I have no idea what the message was. What I do remember about my graduation, however, was how immensely proud my family was of me. I was the first to have graduated from college from my family, and they came all the way from just north of Buffalo to watch me walk across the stage. However, I made a huge mistake on that memorable day, one that the graduates shouldn't make. Be sure not to miss out on this momentous occasion. It's a most opportune time to ask your parents for money. It may very well be your last chance. At this juncture, many a commencement speaker have argued that graduates should follow and pursue their dreams with dogged determination. And I think there's a strong argument for this, but of course, one has to be very careful, because only rarely is your initial idea straight out of college your best idea. And I think a key skill in life is to know when you are failing, have failed, or are speedingly on your way to failure so you can adjust. One of the take-home messages today is that there really isn't anything wrong with failure. Failure, after all, is just a part of moving through life. However, to be frank, I wasn't well acquainted with failure when I was your age. At 22, I felt pretty confident that one of the hardest chapters in my life, graduating from college, was behind me, and the rest would be downhill. Boy, was I a fool. During my senior year at Fredonia, I was fortunate enough to have been admitted to the PhD program in chemistry at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, where I was able to stave off the real world for a little bit longer. But upon my arrival to Chapel Hill, there was one challenge that I hadn't really realized. I had to take entrance examinations in every subdiscipline of chemistry. Incidentally, nobody mentioned that little secret when they were courting me to come to graduate school. Now, had I known that, I may have reconsidered the whole PhD thing, or at least where I attended graduate school. But I gave each examination my very best shot, and I fell flat on my face in one of the 5 examinations. In fact, I didn't even come close to passing the physical chemistry entrance exam. Not only was I questioning my ability and my chosen career path at that point, but then I was told I would have to take the graduate physical chemistry course to make up for my deficiencies. If I didn't have the requisite knowledge to pass what an undergrad was supposed to know, how on earth was I ever going to pass a graduate course? So, as you might imagine, I was a little freaked out at that point. But despite my insecurities about the future, I kept pushing forward. And even though I could barely understand the graduate physical chemistry lectures at first, and I actually failed the first examination, I didn't give up. In fact, it took me halfway through the course before I could even understand the lectures. And it finally clicked, and I was able to pull off a couple of B's on the last 2 exams. I truly never worked harder in my life to learn something, and clearly to relearn aspects of mathematics that I thought I knew, but I really didn't. Through this struggle, I learned a very valuable life lesson: the importance of mentorship that Judy mentioned earlier. My physical chemistry professor was not only my teacher and my exam writer, the bad cop, if you will, but he also played the good cop, constantly encouraging me so that I could eventually overcome my insecurities about learning physical chemistry. He taught me a lot about how to learn difficult material and how to teach myself, and through that I learned a lot about how to be a great teacher. Eventually, I passed the course, but what I took away was a lot more than a passing score. Through this semester-long struggle, I learned my first very valuable life lesson: the importance of getting back up when you've been knocked down. There were plenty of days throughout that semester that I convinced myself that I didn't have what it took to succeed in graduate school and in chemistry. But in the end, my perseverance outweighed my self-doubts. Now, of course, this is not to say that life has been a smooth sailing ever since. As many of you know, who are a little longer in the tooth, life is a series of tests and choices. Just when you think you've overcome one battle, another hardship comes along, and then another. Life can beat you down if you let it, but the key is resilience and looking at the glass as half full. The ability to bounce back when faced with adversity. If I hadn't learned this early on, I may not have been able to survive a big setback that occurred much later in my professional life. I'd been vice president at the Scripps Research Institute for nearly a decade when I was hit with a crushing blow. I was fired. Our president was moving along at full speed to open a second research campus in Florida, which I thought was a bad idea for numerous reasons. One of them being the ability of the faculty in the campus to attract enough federal funding in an era of continuing federal budget decreases to thrive. My opinions were ill-received, to say the least, and as it turned out, I was wrong. Scripps, Florida has thrived and continues to do so now 10 years later. I learned a couple of things from this experience that are worth sharing with you, I think. The first message is to be audacious. Fantastic leaders don't get intimidated when the numbers on the balance sheet don't add up. A great example of this is Steve Jobs. He could see that the world needed a phone that was also a camera and a computer and a music player and a calculator, among other things. But nearly everyone, all the cell phone analysts that report on the Wall Street publicly traded cell phone companies, predicted that the phone was something the world didn't need and wouldn't embrace. Many experts, in fact, predicted this would be the end of Apple. Again. And even the board of directors were very skeptical. We all know how this story ended. The second lesson I learned from failure is that while my boss was probably right to fire me, I wasn't taking advantage of his mentoring, and I didn't share his vision. I hope you don't fail on that level, but this experience made me really think about what I wanted out of life. And instead of taking a job as provost or president of another research institute or university, which was the obvious thing for me to do given the trajectory I was on, I surprised everyone, especially my colleagues, and decided to stay at Scripps as a faculty member and pursue my true passion of biological discovery and drug development, and stay away from academic leadership for a while. Failure, I must say, gave me an inner sense of security that has been incredibly enabling in my professional career, and in fact, in all other aspects of my life. An inner sense of security that I never achieved by thriving in academia. And it made me realize that I was much stronger and resilient than I appreciated. Irrespective of whether your love is music, engineering, business, medicine, teaching, or civil service, dream big. Be audacious. Lean on others in the process of honing your dreams and plans. especially soon after graduating from college. Pick mentors, a few who are thoughtful skeptics, at least one who's an optimistic cheerleader type. And if you fail, think about failure as a lesson, a stepping stone along the way to success. Do it better, or at least differently, the second or third time, and even better the time after. Please don't feel failure. Failure can also be transformative and enabled me to reflect on my true passions and what I really wanted out of life. And it was there to mold me into the person who I was destined to become. It allowed me the opportunity for personal and professional growth and the opportunity to become a better, more focused human being than I was before. So when failure and hardship come knocking, as they almost inevitably will, remember this quote that comes from Sumner Redstone, which resonates with me. And I quote, "Success isn't built on success. It's built on failure. It's built on frustration. Sometimes it's even built on catastrophe." The second and last brief overarching theme of my address today is repaying your debt. I'm not talking about your student loans. No, instead, I'm talking about using your skills, your education, resources, good health, and good fortune to make the global village that we live in a better place for all of us. Many problems exist in society today, as you know, whether it be economic disparity, global warming, or terrorism. But we all have something to contribute, something to leave behind for the greater good of society. Now, I have a sense of what the graduates are thinking, at least what I was thinking at that time. We're too unimportant to contribute to society at this juncture. At least that's the inferiority complex I had at that age. Of course, I now know that this is not true. And a quote from Dalai Lama applies. "If you think you are too diminutive to make a difference, try sleeping with a mosquito." For me, it's not the accolades, the drugs that I discover, or the money that I make that gives me a sense of satisfaction. It's the pursuit to truly make a difference in other people's lives that makes me happy every day. I know a lot of wealthy people who are miserable because they're making money at something they truly don't love or enjoy, as Judy mentioned. They're acquiring things and looking outward for happiness when they should be looking from within. As many of you know already, money can't make you whole. It may be the source of a temporary contentment, or it may solve a short-term problem. But true happiness comes from having a servant-leader mentality and giving back to society. Graduates, our lives are much easier in 2016 because people before us displayed tremendous courage to make the world and the United States of America a better place to live through giving back. Martin Luther King, the GIs who defend our freedoms, Susan B. Anthony, and numerous very successful SUNY Fredonia graduates that I don't have time to take you through their stories. These individuals struggled and sacrificed for us. The story of service and sacrifice is what makes this country a very special place. Philanthropy is almost unique to the United States. It's amazing. Something very special about our culture. Giving back will make you a better person, and it will make this country and this world an even greater place for your children and grandchildren. It's time to close, and I'll leave you with one of my favorite quotes, some words of wisdom from the Car Talk guys on National Public Radio. You will never have more energy or enthusiasm, more hair, or brain cells than you have today. Just go for it. Embrace success. Learn from failure. And when you are in a position down the road, when you have less hair and more wisdom, don't forget to do something for those less fortunate than you. Start doing this as soon as possible, and you'll leave the world a better place for all. Enjoy this wonderful day. Safe travels after we're done, and may you all enjoy good health and happiness in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Kelly, for sharing your inspiring message with the graduates and their families. As we begin the presentation of candidates, please remain seated in Steele Hall until all graduates are recognized as a courtesy to everyone attending today's ceremony. Diploma covers given to graduates today are a gift of the Commencement Committee and the Office of the Registrar. Graduates participating in today's ceremonies will receive DVDs of both ceremonies as a gift from the Commencement Committee, the Fredonia Alumni Association, and the Fredonia College Foundation. This morning's readers are Distinguished Service Professor Jack Croxton of the Department of Psychology and Associate Provost for Curriculum Assessment and Academic Support, Lisa Hunter. Will Associate Provost for Graduate Studies, Sponsored Research, and Faculty Development, Judy Horowitz, please join me in the approval of the confirmation of degrees for the candidates for the bachelor's and master's degrees and the presentation of candidates for graduation.
May I ask the enrobed faculty and staff to stand, please? Please turn and face the graduates. Faculty and staff, you have played important roles in educating and inspiring these graduates. I ask you now to confirm formally that they have met the requirements of the degree programs. Do you approve these candidates for the bachelor's and master's degrees? President Horvath, the candidates have been confirmed. Thank you, faculty and staff. Please be seated. Soon, we will present formally the members of the class of 2016. As we announce the names of the individual candidates, please hold your applause until the end so that all the names may be heard. Candidates for the master's degree, will you please stand? President Horvath, these graduates have completed master's degree requirements in their programs of study. They have been recommended by the faculty and approved by the Board of Trustees of the State University of New York. In the name of the faculty and by its authority, I have the honor of presenting them to you so that you may confer upon them the appropriate master's degree. Master of Arts in Teaching, Master of Music, Master of Science, and Master of Science in Education.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of the State of New York and the Board of Trustees of the State University of New York, I now confer upon you the appropriate master's degree and admit you to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining to that degree. Welcome to the company of scholars, and congratulations.
Candidates for the master's degree will now be directed to the platform to be hooded and to receive their degrees. Graduates, the ushers will escort you forward by row. Master's degree recipients will be hooded by the Dean of the College of Visual and Performing Arts, Ralph Blasting, and Dean of the School of Business, Russell Boisjoli.
Timothy Carl Bausch. Mouche Fan. Aurora Cody Boneberg. Brittany Jean Nichols. Mi Kyung Kim. Brianna Hoig. William Furness. Doreen Candace Bumpus Lane. William Thomas Stedman. Stanley Anthony Saley III. Gregory Andrew Moore. Kevin Michael Hamill. Hayden Richard Danisha. Kimberly Christine Howe. Nastasha Marissa Dotz. Marie Chestina Carbacca. Ariana Lynn Robbins. Dawn M. Giddings.
Candidates for the bachelor's degree, will you please stand? These candidates have completed the curricula prescribed for their degrees by the State University of New York at Fredonia. They have been recommended by the faculty and approved by the Board of Trustees of the State of New York. In the name of the faculty and by its authority, I have the honor of presenting them to you so that you may confer upon them the appropriate degree: Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Music, Bachelor of Science, or Bachelor of Science in Education.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of the State of New York and the Board of Trustees of the State University of New York, I now confer upon you the appropriate bachelor's degree and admit you to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining to your degree. Congratulations. You may now move your tassels from right to left. Ushers will now escort you to the stage by row to receive your degrees from members of the Fredonia College Council.
Stephanie A. Willis, magna cum laude.
Brendan Orr, cum laude.
Julianne Marie Foster, summa cum laude. Caitlin Deschard, magna cum laude.
Emily Garrison Barber, magna cum laude.
Amara Lee May.
Colin Lee Mulcahy, magna cum laude.
Sarah Lynn Fuller, summa cum laude.
Kaylee M. Feist, summa cum laude.
Megan Elizabeth Watery, cum laude.
Richard Anthony Sanders.
Rebecca F. Hale, cum laude.
Joseph Saltenberger, cum laude.
Amanda Deedy.
David John Diefenbach.
Maria Christine Melchiori.
Christopher Michael Labby.
Mary Ellen Olivia Nazek.
Nicholas Ryan Gates, magna cum laude.
Carly Suzanne Nazak.
Gianna A. Ligamari, magna cum laude.
Riley M. Cole, summa cum laude.
Heather Robbie Radford, summa cum laude.
Scott Edward Downey, magna cum laude.
Michael Anthony Fridman, summa cum laude.
Paul Overturf.
Kimberly Ann Decker, cum laude.
Manuel Gonzalez.
Rachel Elizabeth Herr, magna cum laude.
Christina Mary Cook.
Ciela Ornelas McFarland, magna cum laude.
Jennifer Lynn Bro, cum laude.
Jacob R. Skirmerhorn, magna cum laude.
Victoria M. McMahon, magna cum laude.
James Jerome Coughlin, summa cum laude.
Alexander Kenneth Glazier, magna cum laude.
Margaret Grace Van Norden, cum laude.
Zachary Tichy.
Tyler Lee Amy, cum laude.
Andrew Kostler-Berniger.
Michael Scott Forster.
Rachel Elise Crennan.
Patrick Ryan Frey.
Christopher Kevin Raybergen.
Edward William Massari.
Lucille Susan Horn.
Stefan Gustav Duga.
Helen Majel Lowry.
Evan P. Kickman.
Brittany Lauren Matthews.
Jeremy Michael Reimer.
Colleen Nicole Finlayson.
Miranda Renee Bashwinger.
Skylar J. Rutkowski.
Timothy Joseph Nagy.
Melissa Proctor, cum laude.
Joseph Michael McNeil.
Sarah Carol Sperling, summa cum laude.
Molly Anna Klein.
Benjamin Schrantz, cum laude.
Janae Collin.
Kaylee Aaron O'Day.
Alexis Antoinette Zaccardi, cum laude.
William James Mohan.
Megan L. Lewandowski, cum laude.
Jeffrey Austin Emelson.
Rachel Jane Paradko, magna cum laude.
Garrett Blackwell, cum laude.
Jennifer K. Klimek.
Christopher D. Hoyt, cum laude.
Haley Victoria Sigular, magna cum laude.
Ryan W. Fagan.
Rachel Vaughn.
Mary Brigg Plum, cum laude.
Andrew John Horsford, cum laude.
Danielle Valente, cum laude.
Kelly D. Landers, magna cum laude.
Riley Zanette.
Tanner Jonathan Jubert, summa cum laude.
Sarah R. Petrus.
Jill Avery Clough, cum laude.
Jacob C. Reardon, magna cum laude.
Joan Marie Cusick, magna cum laude.
Gianne Melendez.
Pablo Antonio Vasquez Jr., cum laude.
Rebecca Lee Schulman.
Kaylee Lynn Fyock.
Kayla Lee Batson.
Brittany Suzanne Partridge.
Alexander Thomas Hansen.
Kevin David Stevens, magna cum laude.
Vincent Natal Randazzo.
Elaine Lee Rava.
Leanne Schott.
Jacqueline M. Blasting, summa cum laude.
Diana Santillan Deason, cum laude.
Billy Blair, cum laude.
Nicholas Jeffrey Koss, magna cum laude.
Joanna F. Shapiro, cum laude.
Bradley Michael Volz, magna cum laude.
Kipling Tarcio.
Chelsea A. Campbell.
Kiernan Rigney Matz, summa cum laude.
Darian Marie Janes.
Shelby Rose Ebling.
Alyssa Kylie Knowlton.
Alexander C. Dijon.
Jennifer Lynn Wells, cum laude.
Brett Christopher Aaron Hayes, magna cum laude.
Kelsey Ann Walbesser.
Michael James Flanagan.
Patrick Christopher Myers, magna cum laude.
Eric William Shute.
Trace Adam Vera.
Anna Faith Kiko, summa cum laude.
Tyler Allen Gansler, cum laude.
David Joel Rivera.
John Thomas Lanick.
Cowdy Shinshi, magna cum laude.
Shannon K. Rochford, magna cum laude.
Michelle Kursitz, cum laude.
Jared Foster Hill.
Stephen F. Salzler, magna cum laude.
Anthony Charles Merchant.
Julie Patel.
Megan Erica Reed.
Emma Catherine Murphy, magna cum laude.
Sarah Johnson, summa cum laude.
Anna Catherine Dombacher, summa cum laude.
Curtis Mitchell Wojcik, summa cum laude.
Kelsey Nicole Rosignol.
Aracelis Perez Diaz.
Ashley Renee Ludlow, summa cum laude.
Nina Rachel Hauk.
Elizabeth Lee Higman, magna cum laude.
Rebecca Lynn Cole, cum laude.
Madeline Pascal Curtis, cum laude.
Cassidy Tyler Fritsch.
Chloe Anna Muther.
Abby Rose Blinn.
Chelsea DeSanto, cum laude.
Dylan Michael Dargavel.
Emily Ann Nostrand.
Jessica Judith Green.
Nicole L. Krauth, cum laude.
Jenna Elizabeth Morrison, cum laude.
Morgan Brittany Braun.
Johanna Kathleen Hart.
Samuel Henry Hoffman, magna cum laude.
Brittany Lee Antonelli.
Katie Ann Bogold, cum laude.
Nicholas Joseph DeSarno, summa cum laude.
Rachel Mara Benaway, magna cum laude.
Ryan Joseph Mole.
Brendan Sean McCabe, magna cum laude.
Daniel Theodore Haluski, cum laude.
Emily Rose Green, summa cum laude.
Jess M. Labella.
Lauren Ann Miller, summa cum laude.
Evan Glenn Cycle.
Deanna A. Harlick, magna cum laude.
Jordan Holmes, cum laude.
Ryan Wayne Kohler.
Benjamin J. Bengert, magna cum laude.
Stephen Sennert.
Daquan Starks.
Wendy S. Dunst.
David Brady Dens, cum laude.
Jessica Elizabeth Laspada.
Emily June Mueller, magna cum laude.
Amy Sands, cum laude.
Jordan Andrew Reed, summa cum laude.
Michael Robert Rickerson.
Amanda Nicole Sanbelmo, summa cum laude.
Jillian Marie Wagner, magna cum laude.
Brianna Marie Sahara.
Sydney E. Worth, summa cum laude.
Hannah Elizabeth Osman.
Jeannie F. Galbraith.
Lindsay Tomaka.
Mia Agostini, cum laude.
Michelle Elizabeth Metti, summa cum laude.
Kendra Hitchcock, cum laude.
Jessica Tay Anthony, summa cum laude.
Caitlin Hockey, magna cum laude.
Michael Alexander Champagne.
Laura Lee Fiorella.
Christopher Martinez.
Brittany Cope.
Siobhan B. Orman.
Abigail Sloop.
Andrew Lynn Abbey, summa cum laude.
Holly M. Rhodes.
Megan Lee Hodgkin.
Anna Marie Lucille Incorvaya.
Kelsey R. Sitzo.
Amanda Thornton, cum laude.
Caitlin Marie Stallman.
Rachel Elizabeth Fisher, magna cum laude.
Jessica Marie Barrett.
Sarah Louise Doherty.
Jasmine Breeze Johnson.
Haley Amanda Welch.
Danielle Marie DeLong.
Judith Mary Muller, cum laude.
Tamara Paige Sheridan.
Zija Lubin West.
Jillian Marie Polinsky.
Matthew Joseph DeBoy.
Megan Lynn Rawcliffe.
Kenneth Richard Webster.
Alexandra M. Dominguez.
Cameron Dry.
Jade Nicole Jemboys, cum laude.
Abigail Lynn Dry, cum laude.
McCready Magwood.
Samantha O'Brien Dry.
Caitlin Janelle Cornell, summa cum laude.
Sydney B. Beatty.
Brianna J. Matson.
Megan Rose McNeil, magna cum laude.
Sierra Lynn Greenman.
Alexander Smith.
Anna Marie Elaine Swanson.
Marissa Nicole Scazzaro.
John Wesley McNatt.
Libby D. Elkins, magna cum laude.
Jenna Thorpe.
Taylor Lee Capelli.
Callie Ray Powell, magna cum laude.
Kaylee Jane Halicki.
Amanda Reed, summa cum laude.
Molly Green, cum laude.
Courtney Ashley Smith, magna cum laude.
Teresa Marie Braun, cum laude.
James Joseph Snodgrass.
Joseph Francis Rubino.
Brianna Tiffany Boylan.
Brianna Lee Seelig, magna cum laude.
Caitlin M. Kaler.
Emily Audra Wynn, summa cum laude.
Zachary Matthew Larson.
Caitlin Ann Walsh, magna cum laude.
Peter J. Bonanno.
Camry Dean.
Nick Watson.
Cassandra Grace Riggio.
Connor Martin Hayward.
Eleanor Louise Rubio.
James Eugene Hartman, cum laude.
Shannon Richards, cum laude.
Ariel Alex Arellano.
Jennifer Brownstein, cum laude.
David Usu Asming.
Julius Tanner.
Tanisha Antoinette Morrison, summa cum laude.
Melissa Mion.
Jalissa Renee LeBron.
Christian Basil St. Jacques, cum laude.
Jamira Q. Williams Johnson.
Zachary P. Harrington, magna cum laude.
Ashley Marie Ammons, cum laude.
Jessica Lynn Willies, magna cum laude.
Tyra L. Henson.
Tracy L. Holleran, summa cum laude.
Sarah Christine Titus.
Shannon L. Schwarberg.
Sharday Simone Bowman, magna cum laude.
Delaney Marie Dretto, summa cum laude.
Michael Maricu.
Holly M. McLaughlin.
William Will.
Julia Christine Bautista.
Aminata Berry.
Erin Evelyn Baker, cum laude.
Eric Scott Ryberg, magna cum laude.
Shannon Doherty Robinson, cum laude.
Justin Z. Hodges, summa cum laude.
Morgan Dale Dunn.
Victoria Leanne Carvelli, magna cum laude.
Alyssa Madeline Mosley, cum laude.
Natalie Bermejo.
Elena Ray Palumbo.
Daniel Aaron Spinner, summa cum laude.
Nicole Pearson, magna cum laude.
Evan Alexander Perry.
Daniel Brian Gillen.
Dongjin Jung.
Danielle Kendall, summa cum laude.
Sequoia Logan.
Timothy Adam Young, magna cum laude.
Caitlin Rose Latieri.
Caitlin Gelsinger, cum laude.
Carolyn Lee Bullabaugh.
Lauren Rachel Kinane, magna cum laude.
Emily Jean Spain, summa cum laude.
Tyler Falzer, magna cum laude.
Melissa Lynn Fiola, cum laude.
Brendan Gabriel Bardot, summa cum laude.
Evan Zimmern.
Kelsey Elizabeth Williams, summa cum laude.
Glenn Chirian.
Maget Nadai.
Jeremy Wilner.
Emily Samantha Ansley, cum laude.
Matthew Donald Zarzecki, cum laude.
Mary Elizabeth Sadner.
Sean Michael Murphy.
Delia Downing Napolitano, cum laude.
Jacob A. Abraham, cum laude. Abraham.
Jennifer Lynn Abbott.
Matthew Coys.
Matthew John Pellegrino, summa cum laude.
Christina Rose Weimer.
Marielle Yvonne Guido.
Anna Marie Prince, magna cum laude.
Colin James Bakum, cum laude.
Patrick David Brierly, cum laude.
Tyler James Matthew Colvin.
Dylan J. Foreman.
Caitlin Marie Blaze, cum laude.
Jung Suk Lee.
Thomas Michael Broman.
Gabriella Nicole Forget, cum laude.
Kyle James Kalea.
Matthew B. Ulrich.
Anthony William Gucciardo.
Nicholas Edward Weissman Dubin, cum laude.
Nicholas Colern.
Juliet Elizabeth Incandela, cum laude.
Kelly Marie Bates.
Emily Margaret Finland.
Amanda Ray Giordano, cum laude.
Caitlin Marie Wexler.
Justin Daniel Borelli.
Vanessa Marie Anania.
Abdul Mohammed.
Ariel Megan Smith, magna cum laude.
Joshua Franklin Moreno.
Jacqueline Victoria Wielazinski, magna cum laude.
Samuel David Harrington.
Abigail Renee Richmond.
Leah Michelle Pasquarelli.
Anna Casey Gilmore, summa cum laude.
Olivia Ray Phillips.
Nicole Lee Berger, cum laude.
Tuche Caesar.
Graham Michael Caulfield.
Leslie Jeanette Anderson.
Chantel Vasquez.
Morgan P. Hartley, summa cum laude.
Casey Henry Springer.
Michael J. Hawk, summa cum laude.
Marissa May Cousins.
Allison Marie Snavely, cum laude.
Lauren Nicole Metz.
Kaylee Elizabeth DeBrine, summa cum laude.
Juliana Kathleen Cotas.
Zachariah J. Wilmart, summa cum laude.
Kelly Marie Kernayich.
Richard Adrian Bells, summa cum laude.
Margaret A. Kosman.
Nathan Guarneri.
Michelle Lee Hale, cum laude.
Adam Silverman.
Jacqueline Mary Lathran, magna cum laude.
Alexandria Nicole Vallone.
Laura Elizabeth Morrison, magna cum laude.
Kathleen Marie Mahaney, magna cum laude.
Vincent Joseph Melia, summa cum laude.
Jack A. Hodgins.
Andrew Peter Liu, cum laude.
Daniel Raymond Naley.
Jason L. Black, summa cum laude.
William Thomas Peel.
Timothy Mosier, summa cum laude.
Joseph Daniel Edwards.
Scott D. Kubik, summa cum laude.
Elisa Marie Fuentes.
Sarah E. Walsh, summa cum laude.
Liana Michelle Kaplan, cum laude.
Jordan Halton.
Brandon Minacucci.
Kiera Grace Parks, summa cum laude.
Matthew Alec Rudoy, summa cum laude.
Amy Pelosi, magna cum laude.
Connor James Drag, summa cum laude.
Alexandria Louise Black, summa cum laude.
Nicole Marie Hamilton, magna cum laude.
Emily Christine Tarantino, summa cum laude.
Jordan Ray Hawkins, magna cum laude.
Jacob DeGary.
Emily Jane Barrett.
Kristen Becker.
Zachary Stephen Dragonette.
Garrett Lee Grant.
Jordan Daniel Ott.
Bianca Nicole Demunda.
William Solkowski.
Courtney Elizabeth Altman, cum laude.
Kayla Brown.
Quinn Holden Dennehy, cum laude.
Rebecca Rose Chatterton.
Isabel Jean Simone, cum laude.
Victoria De Palma.
Thomas Brightwell Morris.
Emma Rose Clark.
Logan Matthew Stearns.
Joseph Worley.
Michael Scott Pierce, magna cum laude.
Sarah J. Wild.
Lindsay Catherine Bauza, cum laude.
Patricia Albro, magna cum laude.
Megan Kelly Reeves, cum laude.
Katrina L. Pierce, cum laude.
Caitlin Rose Turkle, cum laude.
Tara O'Brien.
Courtney E. Hout, cum laude.
Thomas McClafferty.
Brittany D. Graw.
Elizabeth Bly, cum laude.
Cassidy Mariah Martin, cum laude.
Brittany Elizabeth German.
Christina L. Geska.
Tyler Schinzel.
Jenny L. Knight, summa cum laude.
Chase Auden Wilson.
Carissa Ann Hebert.
Deanna Ashley Bewley.
Holly Patricia Lavin, summa cum laude.
Amanda Elizabeth Pruden, cum laude.
Benjamin S. Carlson.
Megan Sue Clark.
Samantha R. Rokas, magna cum laude.
Margaret Ann Kiefer.
Lauren Alexandra Going.
Francesca Rose Gerace.
William Stanton Baker.
Maxwell Woods.
Adamides Ramos.
Stephanie Ann Ahern, magna cum laude.
Megan Claire McClellan.
Christopher Perry, summa cum laude.
Brian McMahon.
Madalena D. Moscato, cum laude.
Rafael A. Santiago.
Jolene Chen, cum laude.
Dylan Robert Cottrell.
Somin Sim, summa cum laude.
Stephen Russell Moses, summa cum laude.
Jean O, summa cum laude.
Jonathan Frederick Clark.
Melissa Rose Shaw.
Imani Sachet Cole Palmer.
Caitlin Rachel Rowe.
Raymond DeSalvo.
Tiana Marie Lacoste.
Matthew Thomas Vonderland.
Danielle Nicole Morgan.
Matthew Joseph Estep.
Cassandra Helen Vaccarelli.
Lee Ann Ramsey, magna cum laude.
Elizabeth Ann Russa, summa cum laude.
Melissa Taylor.
Tara Lacey Hammerschmidt.
Sierra Raquel Smith.
Sydney Marie Menago.
Alexandra William Johnson, summa cum laude.
Ashley M. Minton, magna cum laude.
Sarah Frances Butler.
Emily Christine Roan, magna cum laude.
Valerie Marie Musson.
Haley J. Bishop, cum laude.
Carissa McEwen.
Jillian Lee Witz.
Kayleen Elizabeth Jeffries.
Emily Catherine Zane. Megan Rose Fitzgerald, cum laude. Megan Elizabeth Berlin. Corey B. Root. Aaron Johnson, magna cum laude. Gregory Coel. Jennifer Dale Schofield. Rachel Hassett. Melissa Ann Gostomski. Robert Adam Rosati, cum laude. Michael Thompson Schler.
Congratulations to each of you receiving a degree this morning. Special thanks to our keynote speaker, Dr. Jeffrey Kelly, and congratulations to your classmate, Dr. Judy Kuhn. Thank you to the musical groups and all special guests for being part of the 2016 commencement of the State University of New York at Fredonia. Please join the platform party and faculty and staff for a reception in the Williams Center immediately following the ceremony. Graduates will be exiting Steele Hall at the lower level doors facing the Williams Center. Now everyone please rise and join the Fredonia Chamber Choir in singing our alma mater, and then remain standing for the closing reflection, which will be read by Timothy Bausch, who received a Master of Music degree in Music Theory Composition this morning.
Near the shores of old Lake Erie stands our alma mater true. Fredonia State we proudly honor with her colors white and blue. Sing her glory and her praises, let them ring forever true.
We leave today to start anew with the excitement of new possibilities and the eagerness to experience new challenges. Whatever else will be in life, we will always continue to be Fredonians, skilled, connected, creative, responsible in all that we do. Let us be willing to see the big picture in all experiences and act in accordance with our best, most ethical selves. May we continue to be willing to learn and experience life and love to the fullest. May we be open and eager to live in a global society, always seeking to encounter new cultures and willing to make new friends. And may we always have passion to accept and celebrate our differences. May we be blessed with good health, the constant love of family and friends, and the ability to find joy. Our challenges may be great, but we are ready to embark on our next journey. May we take with us not only our academic degrees, but a strong resolve, strong convictions, a flexible attitude, and true courage to make a difference in this ever-evolving world.